All right, let's talk about a few things here. The 17 cities Ezra listed, one event, 17 targets, 17 cities. The more I think about this, the more I think it's going to be a terror event covered over 17 cities. Why? If they can terrorize everybody, you're not going to be able to cast a show up today and vote. You'll be scared to death. You'll be demanding the ability to do mail-in ballots. Because I don't want to leave my house. You know, we might get attacked. CNN said the terrorists are saying they're going to start bombing polling locations. You know, that could be the potential future as we run up to November. Again, this is just a thought. And all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but recently, Entheos has been posting reminders about a Huma Abedin video that he had linked to a long time ago. It's now on Rumble. Huma Abedin, the Black Widow of sleeper cells. Why is he posting and retweeting this now? The Black Widow of sleeper cells. Do you remember Woo Woo Dude told us many, many months ago, he had Spirit gave him this vision where he was like looking through a jail cell, and one by one, wake up, and a group would wake up, one or two people. Wake up! Another one or two people wake up. One was like Chinese, that one was Middle Eastern, that one was Spanish, like whatever. They were all sleeping in jail cells and now being awakened. He said, I think this is signs that get ready for hearing something about sleeper cells, you know, attacking or whatever at some point. So I never forgot that. Now, Entheos recently has been retweeting, or should I say retruthing, on Truth Social. Huma Abedin, the Black Widow of sleeper cells. We have Ezra with the 17 cities, one event, 17 cities. I thought, could it be a solar flare? And they just try to say that only those cities got nailed. At first, I thought, well, you know, if it's a terror event in one location, well, it can't hit all these cities. However, if it's a coordinated terror attack, let's say, 17 cities, same day, 9/11 is 2 days from now. Not that I know when the next attack will be, but I've also gotten dreams, as I've mentioned to you, about a terror attack. And the very last one I had was in New York City, which is one of those ones listed. And I remember the knowing information in this dream was this one's worse than the first 9/11, like than the last time 9/11 happened. So does that mean, well, if that's how it came, Joe, is 9/11 part 2 on 9/11 right now coming up in 2 days? Well, I mean, it certainly could be, but I'm not saying that that's what I got in the dream. It was simply a big terror attack, which our country's only really seen that one time, like to that kind of magnitude, in that we refer to the whole event as 9/11. But multiple places got hit on 9/11, but it was still one event. So that whole theory now is really making a lot of sense to me. 17 cities, one event, it's probably going to be a terror attack. And again, my opinion would be scare everybody. We can't have voting. Voting can't happen. You know, you had also Ezra right before that post about the 17 cities saying evacuate the following cities, mentioning those cities in that post. So at the very top is when he said that. He's telling you to evacuate. If he just put that out, like I said, well, November's basically 2 months away. You know what I mean? Like, why would he be giving the issue to evacuate now? Unless something was going to happen much sooner. And again, the terror event thing makes the most sense right now. So, on that note, I do want to mention one other thing. You know, I mentioned this in the live stream Thursday, but I also mentioned it before that when I first had this, or a few days after I had this dream, which was a little while back. And I said I was the Pope in the dream. I replaced the old Pope because he died. And I made some giant changes, just a few, but they were humongous. And it was very beneficial to the world. humanity, but a few, higher ups within the Catholic Church itself, the Vatican, were not happy, and one of them who wasn't happy, I think he either died or drowned, died but drowned or something like that, went missing, drowned. It was weird. So this was news from September 3rd. I didn't even hear about this. So this was about a week ago, 6 days ago. Of course, my dream was way before this, but still. Pope Francis dissolves Knight of Malta leadership, issues new constitution. Future grandmasters to be elected for 10-year terms. Pope Francis on Saturday dissolved the leadership of the Knights of Malta, appointing a new provisional government and instituting a new constitution. So he made a change, a new constitution. That's a pretty monumental change. Ahead of the election of a new Grand Master. The changes come after 5 years of debate over a reform process ordered by the Pope that some felt threatened the order's sovereignty. Now remember, in my dream, there was one individual, high level, that was not happy with my new Pope changes I made. But my changes were ultimately great for humanity. In the dream. So here's some higher ups, of course, feel threatened by this change. Francis's decree revokes the titles of the Order of Malta's members in the high offices, giving them to other members and reconstituting the Sovereign Council, which is the government of the order. To these 4, he also appointed an additional 9 new members of the Sovereign Council, forming a provisional government. The Pope's directive also calls for an extraordinary chapter general in January 2023, which will begin the process of electing a new Grand Master. The new constitution eliminates a requirement for top knights and the Grand Master to have noble lineage, as well as tradition of Grand Masters being elected for life. Future Grand Masters will be elected for 10-year terms, renewable only once, and will have to step down at age 85. So, I mean, it's just interesting. I got a dream about this. Major changes coming in the Catholic Church. I'm the new Pope, out with the old Pope. Just fascinating. I get these dreams and, what's the chances of that? Again, this is before that was even news. I got this dream. I got this dream weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Just fascinating. So, again, just a little chat with you about potentials and Luna. So remember my dream about Luna. I asked Spirit for a dream about Luna after it got destroyed. And then they made Luna Classic, which was the original Luna, and then Luna by itself was the new Luna. And I asked Spirit, is Luna going away? Is it finished? And I was like, most likely Luna Classic. So I never was shown exactly which Luna, but because the way I asked, I took it as the information I got was it's Luna Classic. And it was fractions of a penny going down to that point. At the time, I think it was only it was still a few cents. And I was telling everybody, just wait, let me, let's see what we could do. And then it kept going down and down, dropped another 0 or added another 0, added another 0. Right now it's 0004. So 3 zeros and a 4. However, there was actually 4 zeros not too long ago. Just barely, but there was 4 zeros. We've seen a 400+% increase in the price of Luna C Classic since I got that information. And the information, by the way, wasn't a dream. I woke up with this pounding song in my head from, I think I did a video telling you guys this. I know I told my Patreon members. Katy Perry, when I'm gone, I'm never really gone. You think I'm moving on. Na 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 na. Just that part. Over and over and over and over. And I was like, oh my God, stop. Stop. Okay. Holy shit. And I go, well, there's my, Jesus, I never wake up thinking of a song like that. I go, man, there's information there. When I'm gone, I'm never really gone. Okay, so Luna Classic, Luna's not going away. It's going to make some kind of comeback. So from that time, we can go ahead and do this together because we're so happy together. So you can see the low it got, and it stayed low here for a while in June. There's the 4 zeros and a 5. So if we go from there, and this is, I'll have to go look at my dream book, but this is probably around the time I got the information, because it was just being listed. The new classic was here. So here's, 3 zeros and a 1, but anywhere around this area. To the high today, I mean, if you caught the absolute high, you're talking about a 900% increase. 900%. And granted, that's the top, so let's say you got out here at nearly 800%. Or even down here at nearly 400%. You're not going to be unhappy no matter what, right? And of course, you've seen how much it's dropped from here to there in just a short period of time. But we're talking June, July, August, September. That's it. June to July, July to August, August to September were basically 3 months. And if you could time that, now I didn't get the prices, I didn't get the percentage. Spirit just told me, when I'm gone, I'm never really. And then all of a sudden, out of effing nowhere, Luna, the new Luna, which has been where lately? $1.50, $1.60, $2. Again, if you were here at the bottom, and it's not like you just wicked down. You had plenty of time here. There's days and days and days in here. Again, if you caught this. And I'm not saying I did, because I wasn't playing this. Again, it peaked at 378%, currently at 210%. And a day ago, just yesterday, down, up, boom. So both coins, Luna, when I'm gone, I'm never really gone. You think I'm moving on. I got that information by asking Spirit. Emily, is that you? Hold on. Come on, they want to hear a duet. Ian, you want to sing a duet? Ready?
I don't know the lyrics.
It just says, Ian, you want to sing too?
Want to sing? Is this live?
Yeah, come on, ask Emily. We're just doing the thing.
What are we singing?
When I'm gone, I'm never really gone. You think I'm moving on. That's it.
When I'm gone, I'm never really gone.
You think I'm moving on. Okay, ready, everybody?
Why do I have to sing it?
Because we have to. This is an important video.
Oh, wait.
Ready?
I have to crouch down.
Come on, bro. Ready? 3, 2, 1. When I'm gone, I'm never really gone. You think I'm moving on. Something.
But set that number
That's
two
it.
was like...
Yeah. Bam.